Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters the most. A very pleasant morning to all the honorable dignitaries, guests, speakers, participants from various colleges and universities, and my dear fellow students. We are indeed here in this place for the national workshop with a purpose that aims to bring together researchers, scientists and students to explore the latest advancements and emerging trends in various fields of biological science. This workshop is designed to foster scientific curiosity, promote interdisciplinary approaches and address current challenges in biological sciences. We look forward to insightful discussions and groundbreaking discoveries that will shape the future of biological research. It is with great pleasure and immense pride that I stand before you today. As we gather here for the national workshop, we are honored to have amidst us the outstanding individuals who bring wisdom, inspiration and leadership to our gathering. It is a great delight and joy to have amidst us the chief guest of today's event, Professor Muthukumar Muthuchami, Department of Environmental Sciences, Central University, Kerala. We have amidst us Dr. Jawahar Ravindran, Senior Research Associate, Karnataka Biodiversity Board, Government of Karnataka, Bangalore, as a guest of honor. We have among us the President of today's event, respected Professor P.L. Dharma, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, Sri K. Raju Magavira, Registrar, Mangalore University, Senior Professor K. Sripada, the Chairman of the Department of Applied Zoology, Dr. N. Narasimhaiah, the Convener, and Professor M.S. Mustaq from the Department of Applied Zoology to grace this event by their benign presence. I now request Dr. N. Narasimhaiah, the Convener, to escort all the distinguished dignitaries to the dais. Let us welcome them with a round of applause. I now request the students from the Department of Applied Zoology to sing the university anthem to solemnly begin today's deliberations. I request you all to stand as the anthem is being sung.
ಜ್ಞಾನ ತೆರೆಸುತ್ತ ಕಣ್ಣ ಈ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಹೊನ್ನ ಕಿರಣ ದಿನ ಪಾಠ ಪಠಣ ಗುರು ಬುದ್ಧಿ ವಚನ ಇದು ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ ತಾಣ ಪಡೆದಾಗಲೇನೆ ಸಿರಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಂಧಕಾರದ ಮನ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ನಮನ ನಮನ ಜ್ಞಾನವೇ ಬೆಳಕು ಬೆಳಗೋಕೆ ಈ ಬದುಕು ಜ್ಞಾನವೇ ಬೆಳಕು ಬೆಳಗೋಕೆ ಈ ಬದುಕು ಜ್ಞಾನವೇ ಗುಣವೇ ಬೀಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಕಡಲಿನ ತಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅರಿವು ಮೂಡಿಸುವ ಗುರುವೇ ದೇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಗುಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಮುಟ್ಟು ಮೆಟ್ಟಿಲು ಹತ್ತೋದಿಲ್ಲೆ ಮೊದಲು ವಿದ್ಯೆಯೇ ನಮ್ಮಯ ಹಕ್ಕು ನಾಳೆಯ ದಿಕ್ಕು ಜೀವನದ ಆಸೆಯೂ ಜ್ಞಾನವೇ ಬೆಳಕು ಬೆಳಗೋಕೆ ಈ ಬದುಕು ಜ್ಞಾನವೇ ಬೆಳಕು ಬೆಳಗೋಕೆ ಈ ಬದುಕು ತೆರೆಯುತ್ತ ಜ್ಞಾನ ತೆರೆಸುತ್ತ ಕಣ್ಣ ಈ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಹೊನ್ನ ಕಿರಣ ದಿನ ಪಾಠ ಪಠಣ ಗುರು ಬುದ್ಧಿ ವಚನ ಇದು ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ ತಾಣ ಪಡೆದಾಗಲೇನೆ ಸಿರಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಂಧಕಾರದ ಮನ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಮಂಗಳೂರು
Thank you, dear friends. The greatness of a person is most accurately measured by the kind gestures and welcoming heart towards all fellow beings. Today marks a special occasion, a day where we come together to know and understand the recent trends in biological science, to celebrate our achievements, foster discussions on important topics. So on this great event, I invite Dr. N. Narasimhaiah, the convener, to extend the deepest sentiments of welcome for the dignitaries and to introduce them to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good morning to one and all. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome all of you. Dignitaries of today's program, Professor P.L. Dharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University, Professor Muthukumar Muthuchami, Department of Environmental Science, Central University, Kerala, Dr. Jawar Ravindran, Research Officer, Karnataka Biodiversity Board, Bangalore, Professor Sripada, Chairman, Department of Applied Zoology, Bangalore University, Professor M.S. Ustad, Department of Applied Zoology, and invited speakers of the dais, Dr. P.D. Hegde, Scientist, F. Staff in charge, Western Ghats Regional Center, Kerala, Dr. Shyam Prasad, Associate Professor, Yanapoya Research Center, Bangalore, Dr. Shyam Prasad Rao, NITE Deemed University, Dr. Anup Vijay Kumar, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, delegate participants from different places, faculty members from our department, our sister department, teaching fraternity from various colleges affiliated to Bangalore University, research scholars, students, non-teaching staff, and my dear participants, print and electronic media personnel. A smile is a universal welcome. It is a great honor for me to welcome the President of today's function, Professor Dharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University. He is a stalwart well known for his work in the field of political science. Professor P.L. Dharma is recognized as an excellent teacher and researcher. He is a good orator, having experts in many fields of education, administration, social reforms, women's welfare, development. He always works for positive attitude. Professor P.L. Dharma obtained his master degree in 1980 with first rank, PhD in 1994 from Karnataka University. He started his career in Bangalore University. He has worked 30 years of teaching and experience in the Department of Political Sciences, also served for various academic administrative positions. He has undertaken many research activities and many students have successfully completed research under his guidance. His field of activity is not only limited to the teaching and research. He served in many administrative posts in Bangalore University, was responsible for progressive development of Bangalore University. He has served in various capacities as a chairman of department, member of various bodies, committees of Bangalore University, and also in other universities. He has served in 18 universities in different capacities. He has contributed for the higher education. Professor Dharma has served for 4 public service commissions, including UPSC, as an examiner. Professor Dharma has served as a registrar in charge and registrar evaluation of Bangalore University. At present, he holds highest position, the Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University. Professor Dharma is a recipient of Excellence and Leadership Award in Education for the year 2020 for his outstanding achievement in the field of education. Prestigious Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Rashtriya Puraskar, and recognized as one of the best teachers in the year 2023 for the noble work done in the interest of students, teachers, entire education fraternity. He was awarded with Public Relations Person of the Year 2024. Professor Dharma is nominated as a member of Cultural Committee and member of Governing Council of Association of Indian Universities, New Delhi. He has been presented with the Best Professor in Political Science for Excellence and Leadership in Education. With this brief introduction, I am on behalf of Department of Applied Zoology, all the gathering here, I cordially welcome you, sir. I bouquet and formally welcome of our beloved Vice Chancellor. A small cheer and great welcome make a merry feast. It is my proud feeling and introduces inaugural guest Professor Muthu Kumar Muthuswamy, Department of Environmental Science, Central University, Kerala. He is an eminent biologist. Professor Muthu Kumar Muthuswamy, he served as assistant professor in the Department of Environmental Sciences at Bharatiya University, Coimbatore for more than a decade and joined as an associate professor and subsequently joined as a professor at the Central University of Kerala. He has been awarded Young Scientist, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India 2007. He specialized in the area of water and wastewater treatment and climate change adaptation studies for the conservation of biodiversity. He has published more than 82 articles from the reputed journals. He guided 20 PhD theses and 6 MPhil theses. His research articles placed second and 10th position of top 25 hottest articles by Elsewhere USA in the year 2005. His research articles got Best Paper Award from various international and national conferences. Recently has received a Green Technology of the Year award for his work on enhancing the life of food products. Presently, his team is doing research in the area of climate change and adaptation studies with the intention of Institute of Bioecosciences MD USA for the Western Ghats Biodiversity Conservation. Also, the preparation of nanocatalysts from rare earth metals of wastewater treatment using electro-oxidation studies in collaboration with Tecnológica Metropolitana, Chile, Latin America. He received projects from various funding agencies such as BRNS, DRPO, DST, ICSR, ICMR, CERT, UGC, etc. Apart from the research, he has served many administrative positions and various academic committees as the capacity of chairman at Kerala University. With this brief introduction, I cordially welcome you, sir. I request Professor Mushtaq to cordially welcome Floral. It is my great privilege to introduce guest of honor, Dr. Jawahar Ravindran, Research Officer, Karnataka Biodiversity Board, Government of Karnataka, Bengaluru. He is instrumental in providing sponsorship for today's program. Dr. Jawahar Ravindran started his career in plant diversity and forest after passing MSc Botany year 1986 from Kerala University. He has completed his PhD in the year 1987. He has worked for 7 years as a research fellow in All India Coordinated Research Project on Ethnobiology funded by Ministry of Environment and Forest in the Regional Research Institute Central Council of Research in Ayurveda Sciences in the year from 1987 to 1994. He had collaborated with Forest Department of 8 Indian states involved in the conservation of biodiversity while preparing technological report for CCF2 project titled National Program on Promoting Conservation of Medicinal Plants and Traditional Knowledge in the year 2007 to 2010, funded by UNDP. Experience learned from CCF2 project as well as partners meet organized by UNDP at Delhi. He has helped him prepare operational guidance for implementing outcome 3 for conservation of MAPS by establishing a demonstrating sites for Ministry of Environment and Forest UNDP GEF funded project. He had established a raw drug repository at Bengaluru in 2005 with facilities for clarification to help students, physicians, herbal companies, traders and exports with regionally strengthen resources and knowledge base of the Ayush sector. He had conducted baseline botanical studies in various states. More than 18 states he has contributed for Forest Department. With this brief introduction, I heartily welcome you, sir. I request Deepak Naik to welcome Floral. Giving encouragement to others is a most welcome gift, for the results of it are lifted spirits, increased self-worth and hopeful future. Our department chairman, Professor K. Sripada, who has extended endless support to organize this event. On behalf of all gathering, I extend warm welcome to you, sir. A third welcome from Jason. I also extend warm welcome to resource person of today's workshop, Dr. V.D. Hegde, Dr. Shyam Prasad Rao, Dr. Shyam Prasad VR and Dr. Anup Vijay Kumar. So, I welcome you all of you. I welcome Professor Ramchandra Naik, Department of Aquatic and Environment Management, College of Fishery. I welcome wholeheartedly all the delegates participated from different places in this workshop. I also welcome all the guest faculty, research scholars, students, non-teaching staff of our department. I also welcome faculty members from other departments, our constituent colleges and other private institutes. I welcome you all for this program. I also extend honest welcome to print and electronic media personnel. This workshop is aimed to bring together scientists, technologists, researchers to exchange their views and ideas for better possible scientific collaboration. National Workshop on Recent Trends in Biological Science 2025 mainly focused on recent advances in the technological and research areas in the field of all biological sciences. The workshop will cover theoretical and experimental aspects of the topics that deliver wider view of epoch-making spin-off of frontline research activities in the field of biological sciences. The workshop will include keynote lectures, invited lectures and poster presentations. I wish you all fruitful session all these 2 days. Thank you, one and all.
We also welcome you, sir, Dr. N. Narasimhaiah, the backbone of this event. Welcome you to this evening. As we gather here today to celebrate vastness of science and research, it is customary for us to invoke blessings and positive energy to guide us in our endeavors. Lighting the lamp is a beautiful tradition that reminds us of the illumination that knowledge brings into our lives. At this moment, I would like to invite our esteemed chief guest, Professor Muthukumar Muthuchami, Dr. Jawahar Ravindran, the guest of honor, Professor P.L. Dharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Senior Professor K.S. Sripada, the Chairman of the Department of Applied Zoology, Dr. N. Narasimhaiah, the convener, and Professor M.S. Mustar to come forward and light the ceremonial lamp.
दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पद शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पद शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते.
Okay, there are our guest speakers just arrived. I welcome Sudhakar Prasad, Professor, Enepoya, Research Center, Dean University. I also welcome to another invited speaker, Dr. Professor Prashant Naik, Director for Student Welfare, and also I welcome Professor Raju, Department of Botany, Mangalore. Welcome all our teachers arrived very late. I welcome you all of you.
We are truly fortunate to have our chief guest, respected Professor Muthukumar Muthuchami, with us today to grace this event. It is now with great honor and privilege I invite our esteemed chief guest to deliver the inaugural address.
The most respected Honorable Chancellor, Professor P.M. Dharma. Today the guest of honor, Dr. Jawahar Ravindra, Senior Associate from Karnataka University Board. The convener of the today's national workshop, Dr. Narasimhaiah, the Senior Professor and the Chairman of the Department of Applied Zoology, Dr. Professor Shripata, and Professor Mustaq, my teaching fraternity from other outside institute and Institute of Nanyang University, my dear scholars and students. A warm good morning to all of you. It's a great honor to be here, to stand before you to inaugurate the National Workshop on Recent Trends in Biological Sciences. So, we all know that biological science are not to understand life. We may have to study further, to apply further. Because we are all facing the global challenges like climate change, food insecurity, emerging diseases, biodiversity loss. Many of we are facing it. So this is a high time to think of integrating our science into application oriented to control or to at least to support the sustainability. Okay, that is our main aim and goal of this. So based on these issues, we have developed many advancement technologies like bioengineered, crop resistant, drought resistant, or engineered modified plants, right? And even we have developed the biodegrading materials, and we are harnessing the microbes for the degradation of pollutant like bioremediation. All advancement has come because we are facing a lot of issues. So this workshop, certainly I hope it will benefit the participants who can understand the recent trends in biological sciences, how we can apply. Not only for to understand it, and this workshop will create an opportunity to extend the collaborative research, because nowadays multidisciplinary research are very, very pivotal. It is very important, right? So we need a multidisciplinary research, multidisciplinary approach for resolving the issues. So hope this 2 days workshop certainly will be very important to extend your collaboration, extend your multidisciplinary research and enhance your skills on those aspects. So with this small introduction, thank the organizer who invited me to share what I learned last 30 years of my research experiences about the sustainability. I'm going to discuss more on it in later sessions. So I thank the organizer for bringing a lot of experts from various fields together in this platform to discuss, to disseminate the knowledge to various stakeholders of this institute. So with a great enthusiasm, I declare the 2 days national workshop on biological sciences open. And I wish you all fruitful and meaningful and collaborative discussions in future. Thank you all.
Our sincere thanks to you, sir, for sharing your invaluable insights and inspiring words. Your address has not only enriched our understanding but also motivated us to continue our efforts in the pursuit of knowledge and exploration. I would like to draw your attention and lending ears towards Dr. Jawahar Ravindran, the guest of honor of today, as he puts forth his remarkable ideas and knowledge on the field of biological science. I now request Dr. Jawahar Ravindran to address the audience.
Very good morning for everybody. Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. William Dharma, and distinguished inaugurator Professor Muthukumar Muthachami from Central University, Kerala, Dr. Natsumiya, convener of the program, Chairman Dr. K.S. Vipada, Registrar Raju Mukavira, and Professor Senior Professor Dr. M.S. Musak. Said that okay. So I am representing Kannada Biodiversity Board. First time I asked what is meant by biodiversity. Biodiversity comprises all forms of life forms, beginning from the protozoa to mighty animals in the world. Just like you know, Antarctic blue whale is the biggest animal. In sea, what about in land? Which one? Elephant. Which elephant? Elephants are two, three types. The bush elephant of Africa. Yeah, that is the biggest animal. Just like a panda, also we have viruses and bacteria up to secured under guidance species. Okay. Now we have to go for the opportunity of India. India represents only 2.4% of land mass. However, we are representing 7 to 8% of biodiversity in the world. And we have 10 biogeographic zones. After that, 4 globally active biodiversity spots. And you are lucky because we are sitting in one of the biodiversity spots. But compared to Sri Lanka and this West Bengal area. This area is that one. Okay. As per a current study, 4 components of Kannada include around 5,000 species of angiosperms. These are 2021 studies. They comprise 26 species of gymnosperms, 5,000 angiosperms, around 196 10,000 that means bends and lower points. Then 267 species of bryophytes and 527 species of lichens, 1,255 species of algae, 1,761 species of microorganisms. That means virus and bacteria. But however, several species can be found from or identified from this group, as well as in West Bengal area. The animal diversity of Karnataka. I think recently, another thing. Around 2 years ago, here at Mangalore University of Pune, a doctor, a senior person, you know, he was the director of zoological survey in India. Can you tell? Doctor of Science Award. Dr. Ramakrishna. Dr. You have donated humanity Doctor of Science Award. For his thesis, it contains enumerated, it contains 30,300 species. And recently they have published, Scholarly Survey India published that book in 2 volumes, a very big book, maybe around 3,000 pages. I request people to have a copy of that, Scholarly Survey India. Okay. Now more details you can have from that regarding that one. Another you asked our distinguished Muthukumar Muthuswamy pointed out. We are blended with what is the title of the today's Trends in Biological Sciences. For any application, you should have theoretical comprehension. How to go through that one? You should know first how many species, which species have to be conserved. We told that you have 18,000 species more than animals. There are 6,000 plant species also. All don't need any intervention from outside. But we have to identify each one rare, endangered, threatened, that kind of idea. For that, they have taxonomist expertise prepared. For that, 2 days ago, other things happened in the world level. I remember it. Who is helping us? Who is helping us to identify this species? Taxonomist. March 19 after the world appreciation of taxonomist day. It was just 2 days ago. So we have to remember that it may be around 20 years ago it is started by Mr. Terry Mackley. So we are observing that one. We have to respect that. Okay. You can also respect one taxonomist, another senior person. Later you have again Dr. Harish Joshi. Have you heard of Harish Joshi? Yeah, he is known as the Roseman of India. After this retirement, he has visited another area for his practical application of this one. He has to be very composed. Composed is unique. And he has developed several things. Now he is developing the new mangrove forest. He started began that. This idea is he has developed everything in that scale. Even 2 years ago, even government of India finalized his name for biodiversity award for this person. But unluckily, he came with the he couldn't get that. Okay, that's the thing. In what we are means what biodiversity what is used to develop. You might have heard of the convention of biological diversity. It happened several years ago in Rio, then in Brazil, 1992. Based on that, India 94, India also signed in that one. Based on after that, we have developed the Biological Diversity Act in 2002. Then within next year, we board the strategy, just like all other states in India. We have only 3 activities, just like based on this one. CBD, conservative biodiversity, sustainable use of equitable and fair sharing of this benefit arising out of its use. That means our companies are using their plants, they are developing product selling. After that, some portion has to be go back to the community. So each firm has to retain that money in the form of AGS. This also based on another protocol, Nagoya Protocol. 2010 it happened, 2004 it became effective. Then we also next month, maybe November, National India declared that. Based on that, all states are collecting this AGS that smart purposes for anybody using any commercial use of this natural products. But the art organizations, all firms have to give money this area to consent boards. And this data is working through level, according to Nagoya Protocol. I will be monitoring this board. Otherwise, directly they can give this money back to the community, or any they can fund, sponsor any research activity related to biological science. So you can also sponsor, you can link with this art science. We have several things. We are utilizing the resources. That is a source of income for funding for the program. Recently, what happened in COP 11, how I heard COP 11, it happened. Based on there is a climate fund is going to come. So each country has to fund the raise fund for this one. Dr. Andrew Willis will raise. happened. This is the result of the COP11 happening by November 24. Climate finds the lifeline of vulnerable nations, because vulnerable nations are up to, based on their economic and very difficult for them to finance all biodiversity related concerned activities. For that, some concession has to go to them. New global climate finance board, which government hard actions to raise at least $1.3 trillion US dollars per year. It also developed the country to mobilize $300 billion by 2035. This is also in connection with the KFGB, Kunming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. Based on this, Global Biodiversity Fund is developing, and it has 4 goals. One goal, protect and restore biodiversity, ecosystem, everything, prosper with the nature. We have to sustainably use the resources. For example, ecosystem, it includes ecosystem services and all other users. We are collecting resources. Another is to share the benefit. Knowledge holders, or where they are collecting material, invest and collaborate. These are the 4 goals. You have to achieve by 23 targets by 2030. Based on that, each country has to make a biodiversity action plan. India also has to develop that one for the next 10 years. That are the main activities of biodiversity board. Besides, we are documenting all these people biodiversity registers across all villages, all Gram Panchayat, local urban bodies, etc. Through this only their rights should be conserved. If anybody claims their knowledge, we can legally battle. But that really every knowledge should be registered under this register. Name is People Biodiversity Register. In Karnataka, we have completed, board has completed 6,565 registered. We go to Gram Panchayat, local bodies, Jilla Panchayat and CMC. So this, I want to stop my activity. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights and your words of wisdom. I now request the President of today's program, Professor V.L. Dharma, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University, to felicitate our respected Chief Guest, Professor Muthukumar Muthuchami, and Dr. Jawahar Ravindran, the guest of honor. We are glad and delighted to have the benign presence of our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, respected Professor B.M. Dharma, the President of this great occasion. It is my honor and privilege to invite the esteemed Vice Chancellor to address the distinguished gathering. Over to you, sir.
Everybody namaskara. During this, I'm aware of the fact that there are other students from the different universities as well as colleges. That's the reason why otherwise I have spoken in Kannada. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಿರಿಯ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, Professor Muthuswamy, thank you so much for bridging Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. Professor Jabbar sir, wonderful name. What a wonderful name it is. Professor Hegde, my colleagues, and all especially my kids. We are celebrating Women's Day today on the campus. I request all the, particularly the organizers, to spare your students in the afternoon at 2 o'clock, sister, including you, to be there, not because it is just a celebration. There's absolutely a different meaning to what we do on the campus. You can just turn and see what happens in the hall. Almost 90% of the, students here are women. And we do have a campus of almost 3,000 students here. Absolutely almost 82% of the students are women. So to celebrate Women's Day, particularly in a day where you're also talking about biodiversity, I think it's something very, very, very different. Now what Professor Muthuswamy said is absolutely right. That we need to have a kind of interdisciplinary approach to what is happening today. All my young friends are very young in age, absolutely tender mind, public so much of enthusiasm to contribute more, not only to you, to yourself, to your family, to the entire world. And therefore you are looking for greater opportunities as to what is going to happen immediately after you are out of the university. I was also a teacher like my friends here, Sripada, people, I don't know whether it is Sripada, Sripad, sister, over to you. It is Sripad, if I'm right, okay? It is not Sripada. Okay, Dr. Sri, Professor Narasimha, Mustak, and all other friends. There are two kinds of students on the campus. Number one, who are completely, focusing on the laboratory activities, getting all the benefits of the wonderful research that these young people have done, and also our seniors have done, and reaping the fruits of what kind of research that they need, and wonderful publications that they have throughout, with all kinds of benefits throughout the world, and therefore your studies in the laboratory makes you feel so comfortable. You have all the facilities provided, quote and unquote. There are facilities which are absolutely of world standard, and there are also facilities provided by the state universities like us. You become absolutely comfortable in what you study. When Professor Jabbar was saying the Western Ghats stretches from here to Sri Lanka, I was a little wondering that there are also people, unlike the second group, unlike the first and second, people who live with environment every day. And for them, the biodiversity, as Professor Jabbar said, he asked a question, what is biodiversity is all about? For them, the biodiversity is a very different kind of thing. Being a teacher here on the campus, I had an opportunity to fight against participating movement which spoke against endosulfan. I come from not laboratory, I come from a different parts of the world where representing all kinds of the environmental movements and the protests which work against the environment as well. When the Monsanto company came here, and wanted to improve entire agriculture. And then the VP Brinjal came up in the name of international, mafia. We were those students and we were those staff. We worked against them. We declared ourselves that we are off holidays, enjoyed our holidays that way. And then we went against all those companies and also those policies which state was trying to implement in India. I'm talking about the second group, which is very important. Since Professor Muthusamin asked us to be more interdisciplinary rather than being absolutely centric, mono kind of activities, we led the protest against all the developmental activities held here. We protested against the district administration's decision to encroach the river, streams, and to build, the big buildings as such that you see in Mangalore today. Wonderful, beautiful, sky-reaching buildings which helps everybody to be more comfortable in the name of safety. But you felt that, you are safe, but you never felt that when you have a child, when you marry and then you have a child, the child's safety is not being worried about. But people like me, social science students, are always worried about the kind of the environment that we're going to have with this kind of policies. Therefore, we started fighting against the policies which is causing the damage to all of us. We also fought against all those decisions made by the government. Therefore, the entire idea of transformation, change, and then university became a hotbed in discussing what is really happening to species. My young friends do not have this experience these days. My young friends are so comfortably, placed in laboratory. You get all kinds of species to experiment. You get all kinds of facilities and the benefits from all the professors here to enjoy. But ask, as Professor Javaral asked the questions with you, asking what is biodiversity, go back to people in villages, at least in my villages, coming from Kodagu, ask the people there, they would have a wonderful story of biodiversity which otherwise you people define, blah, 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 blah. What should be the, interaction now? The reality and the kind of the research that is going on is to be synthesized. And if you don't, we all become ivory tower exercises, we all become ivory tower spokespersons, and our research will help only some point of time of some important agencies rather than addressing the larger issues. I have never contaminated water. And then you just find out who did it, not because we're not getting consistent rain. Look at the meteorological department's data today. It's not that we are not getting rain, unlike the Saharan deserts as well. We get the rain, and we are very happy that we are also blessed. We are blessed by the God that we owe everything we have. But you still speak of the contaminated, water. It's not safe that you make your children to drink the direct tap water today supplied by the corporation or panchayats. You want all UV water today, you want bottled water today, or a boiled water today, so that you are safe. The same thing happened when we were students here, when we worked against UGD pipe, which was launched by the World Bank project. So what was the UGD pipe? All human waste was supposed to be drained to a particular place so that the new city come up very easily. And you know what happens underground? All the pipes that are laid inside were such that you just washed away everybody there. And those who have wonderful well of 100 years, 150 years old, have been completely destroyed. You're not even able to taste the water today which is there behind your garden, behind your kitchen. And every house in Kerala has a kitchen well. And then you can even pull the water from the kitchen itself. The women are not supposed to go out, and they have the kitchen attached to it, well attached to the kitchen, and then you draw water, cook there, and then do it. And that water today is also contaminated. Not because the water is very bad, it is also because there are n number of problems caused by the developmental idea. So my idea would be, my suggestion is, I'm not a science man, Matsusami-san, my idea is to just also make it more interdisciplinary. Bring in this public policies, which aims at modernizing the whole city, including the panchayats, including in Kerala, where in the name of modernization, you bring in all staff at the cost of human beings. We lived our life. 50, 60 years we lived happily. Think of the species which is still not born. Think of those species which is not have even seen the light. Maybe they are in your own dreams. Maybe they are, God has not blessed you till now. And once you are out with comfortable job, and then you have these blessings of the children the next day or next year or whatever, and then you will understand what would be their future. Please think it over. When you talk of species, algae, all kind of words, you also need to focus on the human beings who are like me and like everybody else, who are the most dangerous species today for being the main cause for the destruction of the environment today. We never, and we think we are blessed by the God, and then we light the lamp and do all kinds of things, and at the end of the day, we are the destroyers. More than the bombs, which could destroy the entire area as it does elsewhere. And we have all these kinds of filthy ideas in our mind. If you want to be developed, if you want to look the campus, if you want your campus to be so beautiful, destroy all the trees, lay the cement and the cement in a road, or go for the wonderful vitrified tiles and make it more beautiful. And if you want to make the campus more and more sophisticated, bring in all laboratories, modern laboratories, where you have all kinds of species available. I'm really appealing with my young friends. Sorry, I may be an odd man because all the seven saints are there. I may be an odd man. I request all of you to see that all these things happen is because of one or the other important issues. And particularly there is a single source for all this destruction. Your job is to therefore find out and bring in a kind of collaborative research to see how a public policy or a policy passed by the Parliament of India has destroyed the environment. Take a policy, bring in large number of Supreme Court's decisions, try to bring in and understand how a policy of this kind helped in a very, very bad shape. I was asking three. Our own massive damage that we did in the name of protecting the cashew, in the name of having more and more yielding, we sprayed endosulfan. Our campus today, my campus today, is absolutely to a certain extent insensitive to what is happening to our agriculture. We are the Areca growers here, we are the coconut growers here, we also grow cashew nuts. You wonderfully like and you enjoy when the cashew nuts are being packed properly, kept it on the table, sophisticated packets, and it is presented beautifully. You know how cashew is grown. You know who does this work. You know how it has happened. Endosulfan was a nightmare to all of us. I remember my days where when we fought against endosulfan, we were all targeted. And we were all targeted because you are anti-development. My dear young scientists, please come out of your laboratory, comfort zone, travel somewhere near that border area of Kerala. Because just go and see the newborn babies. They must be now 20, 21 years old. It is almost 21, 22 years old. They are not able to talk to you. And the head shape is absolutely different. The shape of the eyes are absolutely different. They are not able to walk. They are not able to have anything routine as you do. And And we've never been very, very responsible to that. And we never responded to that kind of things. Well, we were heard about a large number of things happening. All collaborative research is happening. So for God's sake, our request, my dear young friends, you need to be a little more realistic. Address some of those issues, which you need to be very, very hard. And you need to tell the story of, your reality to the government of India or government of Karnataka, including the Environment Board, telling that, what you do is harmful to society. It's very bad. It's absolutely bad. As we know, when the price comes down in the market, any farmer like me would like to have an increase in the production. And to increase the production, you have a magic that is being created in the name of some kind of spray, in the name of some kind of pesticides, which is not happening. When you go to doctor will say, not able to diagnose your problem, not able to understand the dermatic problem that you have, skin diseases, not able to diagnose why it is persisting. Maybe because of the problem that you have. Maybe because of some of those things which I want you guys to take up. They're all busy bringing you people together. I'm really grateful to them because there are a large number of students that are pooled here. And what your job is to do, and there is workshop also. Try to bring in this. Otherwise, what you say, extinguished species. We will also be at one day, in your own lifetime, you will also be calculating, then we will also. Even if God comes here, sister, even if the God marches on the line, no God will save us. And no God can protect us. Because the policies are so strong. Policies are so difficult. That's the reason why, my dear friends, please be a little responsible to society. And if there does happen, with all our science and then technological advancements, and the kind of the new instruments that we invent today will not be having any implications on human life. I thank my young friends for doing wonderful jobs on the campus. These days, are very good. This is something very nice where you get good people like Masuswamy, Vivar, Ekesa, and all these scholars from different places. To make our students interact with them. And this is a nice thing to happen in our campus. I thank my colleagues for the wonderful job, Mr. Aksa, and everybody. And please continue to do this. Sensitize them as you sensitize them in science and technology. You also sensitize them in terms of the societal happenings. If it doesn't happen, remember, the science will be somewhere outside the society. And we want this society and the science to go together. And what else I must say? Have a wonderful time. I need the student leader to come here. Bhavana, in the name of Women's Day, she is leading our women on the campus, and she has promised and then taken oaths to see that every women on the campus is protected at any cost, even from the all kinds of excess that we do on the campus. Thank you so much for being a wonderful leader of the women.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and thought-provoking message. We are truly grateful for your presence today. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. Let us honor and acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Vice Chancellor for this event, who has come along to grace this occasion. I invite Dr. N. Narasimhaiah, the convener of this event, to give away the memento for our Honorable Vice Chancellor. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. To express the words of gratitude, I now call upon Professor M.S. Mustaq, Department of Applied Zoology, to propose vote of thanks.
Very good morning, respected
Honorable Vice Chancellor, beloved Honorable Vice Chancellor, P.L. Sir, and our Chief Guest, Kumar Muthuswamy, Professor, Department of Computer Science, Central Institute of Kerala, Dr. Jawahar Ravindran, Elected Associate, Biodiversity Board, Government of Karnataka, our beloved Chairman, Senior Professor Sripad, my friend Dr. Narsimaya, and other colleagues and friends. As we come to the conclusion of the inaugural session of two-day national workshop on recent trends in biological science, it is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the department and organizing committee. For the first and foremost, I extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Muthukumar Muthuswamy, Central University of Kerala, for accepting our invitation and inaugurating our 2 days conference and going to deliver keynote address after this inaugural function. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. The heartfelt thanks to our beloved Vice Chancellor, Professor P.L. Dharma. In spite of his busy schedule, he had come and delivered the presidential remark. And I strongly agree to you, sir, society and science should go on hand in hand. I really appreciate your talk. Indeed very nice to the audience and us. It's a good guidance for us. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on today. I thank Dr. Jawahar Ravindran, Senior Research Associate, Biodiversity Board, Karnataka, Government of Karnataka, for enlisting the wildlife and biodiversity. Thank you so much. I thank all the participants from various universities and the sister department and our university affiliated colleges and teachers who has come from long distance and participating in our conference. Thank you one and all. And I hope this workshop will be memorable and impactful experience to one and all. I thank you, Chandrasekhar, photographer, and our engineering department and many technical staff. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Thank you.